My daughter caught COVID and I treated her with the sea moss and she was able to get over it within a week. And she had a very bad case of it. So another friend of mine caught COVID, gave her sea moss. She got over it quickly. She started telling other people about it and I started making it for other people, and then it just kind of turned into a business. But originally I started this because I wanted to help people get over their sickness, but in the most natural way possible.
Hey Throp fam, welcome back to another video podcast episode. If this is your first time visiting, a special welcome to you. My name is Winthrop Wellington, and here on this podcast, we have meaningful conversations with guests and people from all over the world, all about Jamaica. And today we have a special guest, my friend Kiona Yarbrough, and she is the CEO and founder of Akua Yard. And she sells sea moss, which is a very, I would say, important, nutritious mineral ingredient that you can add to your lifestyle. I honestly don't know too much about it, so today is going to be a bit of an education for me and also hopefully for you. So I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to the show, Kiona, and thank you for doing this and thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Awesome. So if you would, could you give us a brief introduction of yourself, where you're from, and then we can take the conversation from there and get a little bit into your business?
Sure. Okay. Well, I am Kiona Yarbrough, and I am the proud owner of Akua Yard. I am an occupational therapist by profession, and I work with the elderly, where I get to see, I get to help them when they hurt themselves, and I rehab them back to a point where they're able to function again and go home and, be happy. I had this company for the past 3 years now, and I started this company because, once again, being an occupational therapist and working with the elderly, they take a lot of medicine. Mm-hmm. And a lot of time the medicine does not do them well at all.
I see.
And fast forward, the pandemic came, and I always came to Jamaica. And coming to Jamaica, you want to stay in the sun, eat mm-hmm. right, and a lot of the food is very nutritious. There's a lot of herbs around that you could take in teas and stuff like that. Well.
And sorry, and where are you from originally?
New York. Well, I was born in Manhattan.
Okay.
Raised in the Bronx.
Okay, awesome.
Currently, I live in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, so the company is based out of Atlanta.
Okay, awesome.
The company, I've always come to Jamaica. I've been coming here for well over a decade now. And I've gotten into natural herbs and natural remedies, especially doing what I do where I see people sick all the time. Mm-hmm. So with the pandemic happening, I just felt like people needed to know what sea moss was, because not too many people knew back then. So I, my daughter caught COVID and I treated her with the sea moss and she was able to get over it within a week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she had a very bad case of it. So another friend of mine caught COVID, gave her sea moss. She got over it quickly, and she started telling other people about it, and I started making it for other people, and then it just kind of turned into a business. But originally, I started this because I wanted to help people get over their sickness, but in the most natural way possible.
I see.
Yeah.
And so, like I said before, I really don't know much or anything about it. I know it grows in the sea, and that might not even be the right terminology. So if you could just educate me on what it does, one, I guess how it's grown, how it's prepared, and then on the nutrition side, like what it does for you, what it does for us as humans.
Okay. Little history behind sea moss.
Sure.
Sea moss came to be in Ireland. That's why it's called Irish sea moss.
Ah, okay.
And back in the 1800s, they had a potato famine where people were just starving. But they had an abundance of sea moss that grew in their ocean. So they started using the sea moss as a supplement. And it got them through the potato famine, and people were not starving. It was a very, very nutritious staple of their food because it has everything in it that your body possibly needs. So that's how people started consuming sea moss, and that's how long it's been around.
Okay.
Now, fast forward, slavery. Irish people came here. You have beautiful Jamaica that grows everything under the sun, and they discovered that sea moss grew here. So they started making the drink that they made back in Ireland, which is, they call it the Irish moss.
I see.
And, you know, that consists of dairy, and, you know, you boil the sea moss and you blend it, and it's a delicious drink, but it has dairy in it.
Okay.
But still, people took that, you know, to be healthy and get all their vitamins and minerals that they need. Fast forward to now, sea moss does grow on the coral.
Okay.
Grows on the coral. So what I have to do is I have to get someone to dive down onto the coral, and they actually get it off the coral. They bring it up and they dry it under the sun. And once it's dried under the sun, you know, they clean it off, get all the seashells and stuff off of it because it grows on the coral.
When you say it grows on the coral, is it harvested in the sense that somebody goes there and plants something on the coral?
No, this grows naturally.
Just naturally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like, you know, the tree out there that's bearing fruit, you know, natural tree. Well, I understand what you're saying because you can plant a tree, but no, this naturally grows on the coral.
Interesting. Okay.
With that being said, you know, most of your food that comes from the sea is very, very enriched in vitamins and minerals.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a full pack of everything that your body needs.
Gotcha.
When you take sea moss. So yes, he takes it out of the water, dries it, and then I get it from him. I have to make sure that it has no microbes, meaning, you know, no bacteria, anything growing on it, no bugs or anything like that. So I clean it up and I process it myself, and then I take it to quarantine up in Mobay, and I ship it to the United States, where you know, I go ahead and I make it into a gel and everything. Now, the nutritional benefits of sea moss. Oh my God. Like I said, it's everything that your body needs. So it has over 92 vitamins and minerals naturally. Let's say if you go to the store and you buy a Centrum, you know, which is like a multivitamin.
Right, yeah.
That only has like 50. This has everything in it naturally, from vitamin A, B, C, D, E, F, K. That many vitamins.
No.
Minerals, it has iron, very high in potassium, very high in zinc, folate, magnesium. And then also it has natural collagen in it. So what does all that mean?
Right.
It means that it's just wonderful for your body.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of go through the benefits from head to toe.
All right.
What it could do for you. So starting from your head, it's very good for mental stability and being able to focus because it gives you energy, and it's very high in iron. You know, it's going to give you the energy, and you're going to be able to focus and just feel good throughout the day. And you're just like, wow, why do I feel so good?
That's awesome.
I don't really understand.
Okay.
Moving down, it helps with your vision. The vitamin K in there will help with your vision. Coming on down to your lungs, very good for removing mucus.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of ties into with the pandemic, and you know how COVID affects you, and you know you get very congested and you know very mucusy. Sea moss helps with that by removing mucus.
Okay.
Also helps with repairing your lungs. So like I said, with the pandemic and how COVID affects your lungs, it will definitely help recover your lungs from, you know, the damage that COVID causes. Moving on down the line, your digestive system. It's very good for your digestive system. It has a natural probiotic in it, so it will keep you regular. Those who are suffering from like yeast, helps to balance that out. If you are having bowel issues, you're not going to the bathroom, it will definitely help with that.
Okay.
And then moving on down the line, reproductively. Because it's so rich in vitamins and minerals for a woman, it definitely helps with fertility.
I see.
With a man and a woman, it also helps with libido.
Okay.
And then moving on down the line, let's talk about what it does for your bones and joints. It's also very high in calcium. So for those who are like older, especially women who are suffering from osteoporosis and stuff like that, it helps keep your bones strong. For those who work out, it's a very good thing to take after you have worked out to help with the recovery period so you don't get sore, your joints, with the natural collagen in it.
I see.
So those who suffer from arthritis, it helps put the collagen back into your joints, so you're not you don't have as much pain and inflammation as you did if you didn't take the sea moss. Because the sea moss, like I said, it has the natural collagen in it, and it also has it's very high in anti-inflammatory properties as well. Very good for your heart, very good for your circulatory system. It helps decrease cholesterol. And how it does that is it's because, how do I explain this? There's a component of sea moss called carrageenan.
Okay.
And what carrageenan does, I'm going to give you a small example. They use carrageenan in making beer. And what it does for the beer is they put it, after the whole process, they put it into the beer, and it will take all the impurities out of the beer, make it settle to the bottom. And then that person will take the sediment and, clear that out, and that's how you have your clear beer. So they also use sea moss in beer as well.
Oh.
But with that concept, it's the same thing that it's doing in your arteries.
I see.
So it's clinging to all that bad stuff, all the free radicals, and it brings it, to your digestive system. So this way you're able to eliminate it out. I could go on forever and ever about all the benefits of sea moss.
I was going to say, it sounds like an all-around miracle natural remedy.
Yes.
Is this something that you take, like a vitamin that you make it part of your daily diet, or could it be taken, like you talked about different ailments that you have, and you take it when you want to solve those issues?
Right.
What's the best way, or what's the common way of taking it?
So the common way is you would take 1 to 2 tablespoons of the sea moss gel, which is this right here.
Okay.
1 to 2 tablespoons of that daily. You can take a little bit more, like maybe about a teaspoon more, but you definitely want to be careful with the amount that you're consuming, because it has natural iodine in it. And with that being said, if you do have an allergy to shellfish or iodine, you should not be taking sea moss.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Gotcha.
Yeah, because it does have natural iodine in it. I can never really pinpoint how much iodine in it is in it, because different times of the sea,
sure,
warmer seasons the iodine levels go up, colder seasons it goes down, so you can never really pinpoint how much iodine is in it. So I always say, if you have any type of allergy to iodine, don't take sea moss.
And so is this something that kind of has to be in your system in terms of like taking it over a course of days or a set period, then you start feeling the effects? Or could I take it today and I'll feel it immediately?
You'll feel it immediately.
Interesting.
If you were to take it today, you would definitely feel the effects of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would be, I don't know if you could speak to this, what would be like the long-term benefits? Like, say if you made this part of your daily diet and you did it for 3 months, 6 months, a year, or years.
Well, quite a few benefits of that. Taking it on a daily basis will definitely boost your immune system.
Okay.
So it will help you prevent getting sick. So that's one of the main long-term benefits of taking sea moss on a daily basis for a long period of time.
Okay.
Also, I wanted to bring up, it is safe to take every day for a long period of time.
Okay.
There's certain sea vegetables that you're not supposed to take every day. Like, for instance, bladderwrack. And a lot of people will take bladderwrack and mix it with the sea moss so you could get 102 vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
Which is, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's great. But the thing with that is you don't want to overload your body or your thyroid with iodine.
Okay.
So, you know, if you are going to mix bladderwrack with it, you want to take that every other day. But sea moss is safe to take every day.
And what is bladderwrack? I don't know what that is.
Bladderwrack is another sea vegetable. It's an algae that comes out the ocean. It has just as much vitamins and minerals as sea moss does, but it may have a more higher content of iodine.
I see.
So that's why it's not really safe to take every single day.
Okay. I guess moving into like the business side of things, how did this become this craze the last few years? Because I've heard of Irish moss, obviously being here in Jamaica. It's been popular since I was a kid, but never really tried it. And then I would say in the last 3, maybe 5 years, there's been just like a boom across social media. My friends are talking about it.
Yeah.
Can you get me sea moss from Jamaica? And then also, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there is a great demand for Jamaican sea moss. I don't know what that's about either. So I don't know if you could speak to any of that.
I can, actually. The reason why I personally choose Jamaican sea moss is the coral is very rich here.
Okay.
And if you think about the saying, the best comes from the West, I'm not going to elaborate what they're talking about.
I'm not going to disagree with that statement.
But I feel like the same goes for the sea moss and pretty much anything that you grow over here in the west part of Jamaica. The type of sea moss that I get over on this side is it's called genus Garcilaria.
Okay.
Which is what you would mainly see on this side of the island when you get sea moss. And to answer your question as to why that particular type of sea moss is because it's very easy to clean, very easy to handle, very easy to blend. But the vitamins and minerals that it packs, to me, I feel like no other sea moss can match it. Part of that, like I said, this is just my personal reason for choosing the sea moss that I get from here in Westmoreland, is because of the quality of the coral. And that's just my personal thought on it. The quality of the coral is like no other. That's why so many other plants grow so well here in the
I see.
The west
Okay,
side.
I didn't know that because I heard and read articles and seen YouTube videos of like there being like fake sea moss of like coming from China and people getting duped with that. It's like people are just want it, and again, there's such a high demand for it. They don't care. Sea moss is sea moss. Some people think, but there's obviously a difference as you're explaining. There
is a difference. Now over here, I make sure that my sea moss comes off the coral, and the best way I can make an example as to why I choose it that way is because it's like when you have a natural fruited tree, and it bears this wonderful sweet fruit. You take that plant and you clone it and you clone it and you clone it. Eventually, the nutritional value of that fruit is not going to be the same.
I see.
The taste of that fruit is not going to be the same. So, and this is just my personal preference on why I get it directly off the coral versus having it farmed, because there's nothing wrong with that either.
Okay.
I just prefer to get it from the source, where I know that it is definitely packed with all the vitamins and minerals that it's supposed to be packed with. Now, when you get it farmed, or what they would consider fake, when you get it farmed, it's like that clone tree. You're still going to have your vitamins and minerals. You're still going to have the benefits. I would definitely question how effective that is.
I see.
So that's why what makes my product so unique is I have my hands in it the whole way. So I deal with only one local fisherman. I don't deal with the middleman because most middlemen don't really know where their sea moss is coming from.
Right.
It's important for me to know the waters that my sea moss is coming from. I want clean, nice blue water that my sea moss is coming from, that I'm going to have all the world ingest. So
I like that.
You know, I definitely want to make sure that my product is quality. So like I was saying, I just deal with the one fisherman who actually goes down, he gets it, he dries it for me, and then I actually go out to him and I get it from him. And then from there, I process it, you know, enough to where I'm able to get it to the United States. And then once I get it to the United States, then, you know, I go ahead and process it. And there you have a gel. I also sell pills as well.
Okay.
And I sell it in powder form.
You said you're hands-on from start to finish.
Yes.
All the way.
Yes.
So your fisherman dives down, gets it out off the coral, dries it out, then that comes into your hands here in Jamaica.
Here in Jamaica.
And then
yes.
What do you do with it before you ship it? Like, what's the form that it's shipped in?
So the form that is shipped in is this right here.
This right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's exactly how it gets shipped to the United States. But what I have to do is I usually bake it and make sure that, you know, I have to put heat to it to make sure that there are no bugs, there are no microbes. And I do all that myself.
Okay.
Do all that myself, and I put it in the package, and then I take it up to quarantine.
Okay.
Up in Mobay.
Okay.
And they inspect every single package.
Wow.
So sometimes I have anywhere between 80 to 100 of these, and they go through every single one. So I want to give them a shout out because I know when they see me coming, they're like, oh God. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You got to go through the process, and then it's shipped to your home or your business in Atlanta.
Yes.
And then once you get it in your hands there, what's the next step?
I clean it, thoroughly clean it. And then I have to soak it. You have to soak it for a while, and then I blend it into a gel. Now, Akua Yard does not boil the sea moss, and I know that's something that most people from the Caribbean are used to doing. But I do not boil it. And the reason why is I feel you kind of compromise the nutritional value of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like to make sure that it has its full pack of vitamins and minerals, and you get, you know, all the energy that you could possibly get from it. So yeah, I don't boil it at all.
Okay. And so this is the final product here that you would sell. And
Yes.
you mentioned that you have, so what are these here?
So those are natural herbs that Akua Yard also sells.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't mind, I'm just going to kind of go through the list.
Sure,
of everything
please,
that I have. So we have guinea hen root, soursap leaves, cerasee, neem, mango leaves, elderberries, moringa seeds, guava leaves, red raspberry leaf, vervine, raw moon, medina, shea mamaka or shamo lady, dog's blood, donkey weed, bladderwrack powder, and spirulina.
Okay. I don't know half of that, but
yeah.
it sounds like this is all natural.
All natural.
All natural. That's and that's the way to go. You
Yeah.
know, that's definitely the way to go. I like that. And so do you, as far as shipping, do you ship all over the country, all over the world?
I ship all over the world.
Okay.
Yes. I have an Etsy page.
Okay.
You could reach me on my Etsy page at Akua Yard, AKUAYARD. I'm also on Instagram.
Okay, excellent. And people can make their orders and try this out. Or if their source or that they have that they're already doing it, they can have a new source. Because I think when you have the opportunity to learn and understand exactly what you're putting into your body, how it's processed, and I mean that was a real education for me, I'd say. And I wanted to try it anyway, but it's just even more encouraging now that I know exactly how you do it.
I'm glad. Well, I also wanted to say too that I'm not just in the United States, so I do sell here locally as well.
Okay, awesome.
So for people who want to order on the island, For right now, I'm just in Negril and Mobay. I could get it to you. But as time goes on, I'm going to have it to where I could get it to you anywhere on the island.
Can you give us an idea of the pricing on the different products that you have with sea moss?
Yes. So remember, it's sold raw form, gel form, pill form, and powder form.
Okay.
So I'll start with the pills. I sell 50 count and 100 count. And these are made with vegan capsules.
Excellent.
So the 15 count is $15 and the 100 count is $30. And that will last you, let me see, the 15 count will last you around 2 to 2.5 weeks. And the 100 count will last you about a month to a month and a half.
And this is taking 1 capsule every day or 2 capsules?
4.
4 capsules a day.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna take the gel. I sell in 8 ounce and 12 ounce. So the 8 ounce will run you, and like I said, I'm going to give U.S. prices and Jamaican prices.
Okay.
So for the 8 ounce, that will run you about 700 Jamaican dollars. Okay. And U.S. prices, the 8 ounce will run you 15. The 12 will run you 1,000 J. And with the 12 ounce gel and U.S. prices will be $20.
Okay. And these are prices that you will sell in the U.S. to wherever?
Yes.
Okay. So and I looked up prices before, and that sounds really reasonable because the jars that I saw are a lot smaller than this. I don't know how many ounces it was, but definitely you don't get as much as that, and they're more than double the prices that you just mentioned. And so this seems really reasonable.
Right. Well, I'm not trying to overcharge anybody. Mm-hmm. I want people to be healthy, okay? And you don't have to hit people over the head with these high prices for them to be healthy. I like to keep my prices reasonable.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Alexa chiming in.
Gotta love Alexa. But yes, I'm not trying to hit anybody over the head with these expensive prices. I feel like I want the world to know about Akua Yard and how great the sea moss is, but not just that. I want the world to love Akua Yard because I want to help the Jamaican people. Mm-hmm. You know, it's about establishing these important relationships that if you're coming to the island and you're starting a business, it's so important that you really take care of the local people. So for those who help me, and I wouldn't have Akua Yard without the locals, who's actually sourcing it. Mm-hmm. I would be nowhere without them. So just want to give a quick shout out to, the guy who gets my sea moss. I'm not going to name him.
Okay.
Per se,
I'm sure he's special to you.
Very, very.
Company
I
secret.
hold you so near and dear to my heart, but I want to give him a shout out, and also Armageddon Eggs, who is the person that actually goes out and harvests all my herbs. So all that list of herbs that he's the one that goes out and gets all of that. So without him and without the person, my fisherman that goes out and gets my sea moss, I would be nothing. Akua Yard would be nothing without them. So I definitely wanted to give them a shout out and let you know how important you are to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I'm also glad to hear that you're keeping these prices like fairly reasonable, because it is expensive to eat healthy, mm-hmm. And it is, there's no doubt it's really hard, and to see that there is an avenue that is relatively reasonable that you can add to your diet, thumbs up from me. I always push that narrative any way that I can. Mm-hmm. Good. So with that, I know I wanted to get a bit of a demonstration to understand how this is prepared, and I think that'll also be good for my audience to
Absolutely.
have an example, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say let's head down to the deck at Travelers, and we'll give it a shot, and I'll take a little bit of a lesson in this.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, welcome to Throp's Kitchen. Very first episode. Sorry, we couldn't get down to the deck there. It was just too noisy, but I think this is a good compromise. So this is Kiona, of course. She taught us all about sea moss, and now we're gonna actually do some sea moss cooking, kind of. So please, take us through the steps.
Just real quick, there's a few ways that you can ingest this. You can ingest it by itself.
Okay.
It does have a strong oceany kind of taste. So I like to make it in a smoothie, or I'll put it in juice or coffee or something like that, because I don't really like the ocean taste.
Fair enough.
But we're going to make a delicious smoothie.
Awesome.
This is a recipe that I came up with myself.
Oh, really? Okay. Feel honored.
This is actually what I have every morning. So great breakfast smoothie, by the way. All right, so we're gonna start it. We have some pineapple, some watermelon, some banana, of course sea moss gel, fresh coconut water, and some peanut butter. If you don't mind, please put all these ingredients in there and just use one banana.
Sure. So everything?
Yes.
All of it? Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And one of these bananas?
Just one banana. Yep. And now, remember I was saying you want to do 1 to 2 tablespoons.
Right.
So here's a spoon right here. You're gonna measure out. Since it's 2 of us that's gonna be drinking this, you're gonna put 4 tablespoons in there. And it should come out pretty easy with these pouches.
Is that enough?
Yep.
Does that count as one? Okay.
Yep.
It's 1,
Perfect.
2, 4.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was nice and smooth.
Uh-huh.
Back.
Okay. I'll do a little work.
Okay.
Put some of the coconut water in here. Fresh coconut water. Oh, yeah, we're getting it everywhere. All right. Should be good right there.
Okay.
Got coconut water everywhere. It's okay, though.
Oh, peanut butter.
Yes. You'd be the damsel in distress. Can you open that?
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
Oh,
You're too strong.
this is what happens. First episode for Throp's Kitchen.
Ah, here you go.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
So now 1 tablespoon of the peanut butter in there. All right. And now we're gonna blend this all up. It's gonna be so delicious.
I feel like it is.
All right. Those 2. All righty. Awesome. All right. You're gonna let it blend for about 30 seconds. And it's ready.
Okay.
So I give you the first cup.
Nice and smooth.
So this smoothie has all the vitamins and minerals your body could possibly need. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Take that off.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Winthrop.
Thank you. Good. I like it.
Glad you like it. Glad you like it.
And you have this every morning, you said?
Every morning.
Man.
Yeah. Every morning. And it makes you feel real refreshed. It gives you energy. What you get from the coconut water, it's very high in potassium, very good for your electrolytes. And then you add it with the sea moss. You're gonna have a good day.
No, that's amazing. So how do you get the coconut in Atlanta? Is that pretty easy?
I have to get it in the cartons. So no, I can't just, I wish I could. Yeah, I can't just get the coconut like that, but I try to get it as organic as possible in the carton.
Right.
Yeah, where it's just 100% pure coconut water.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You guys got to come to Jamaica to get that fresh coconut.
Give me a reason to come every month. Well, I do.
No, this is great. This is great. I'm gonna add this into my daily regimen. I like the peanut butter. I love peanut butter. So
Really?
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
Okay.
So yeah, this is pretty simple. It's simple to do. That took like not even 5 minutes.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. No excuses.
So can you use this as a supplement, like a breakfast supplement, I should say?
This is pretty much equivalent to the natural Ensure. Yeah. So have this every morning, and you're definitely going to see a difference in your health.
Okay.
Overall, your body is going to thank you for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. I have the sample that you gave me, so I'll be taking advantage of that.
Very good, very good. Oh, I need a.
Take your time.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yummy.
Thank you so much, Kiona. Is there anything else that we need or should know about sea moss and preparing it?
Remember, you could put sea moss in just about anything. You could add it to your soups for extra nutrients. You could add it to gravies. It is a thickener. So if you want to thicken up your gravies and stuff like that, you could add it to it. And like I said, once again, you get all the benefits of the vitamins and minerals that's in it. But I did want to take the time to mention that you can get this sea moss right here in the grill delivered to you.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yes, yes, yes.
Another reason to come to the grill and nowhere else in Jamaica. Not just kidding, but
He's not kidding. But yes, I did partner with someone, and we are able to make it here and also deliver it to you. So you can order your sea moss through Etsy.
Thank you once again, Kiona, for doing this. I appreciate you taking the time, and thank you for the drink. It was very lovely and
You're
tasty.
welcome. You're welcome.
And thank you all once again for joining us. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you even consider doing or putting sea moss into your diet. I know I am at this point in time.
Sure.
And of course, remember to subscribe. Remember to hit that like button if you got some value out of today's video. Thank you once more for joining us here today. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye-bye.